Welcome back to Thrall. Last time on Thrall, we did a mission for Jafar in the Lyre Forest, and we returned to, we went to Mel's hometown of Eleston to look for survivors, where we found and recruited Lucille. Lucille is able to help us respec our skill trees, and we are now ready to go to the Jagged Lagoon to find Raphael. But before we do that, it looks as though Daveport has a job for us, so we're going to chat with him and see what he has to offer. I have a favor to ask of you. Of course, Daveport. How can I help? You say you went to Eleston Cathedral. Who was there when you arrived? It was mostly empty. Lucille was the only survivor. Besides her, there were 2 dead civilians and some vampires. That's all. Nobody else. Unfortunately, I'd hoped for more. Why do you ask? My wife should have been there. Oh, I didn't realize you were married. I was. I hope that I still am. But when the beasts attacked, I had no time to find her. She had gone to the cathedral for a service that morning. I have not seen her since. I do not wish to burden you, but I cannot rest without knowing her fate. If you are brave enough, would you look for her? I cannot imagine her leaving the cathedral. She must have been there. I didn't see anyone else there, but that doesn't mean she didn't make it. I'll go look for her, Daveport. Thank you. I know the chance is slim, but I have to know. If you find anything at all, please tell me. Okay, so, back to Eleston Cathedral. We're going to see if we can find Davenport's wife. And I think we're all good to go. That's right, we did respec into Mercy, which I'm realizing now, going through Eleston, we're probably going to gain some more levels, and that may not have been necessary to do a respec. We probably could have just managed it without that. But let's leave the Hall Keep, let's go back to Eleston and see what we can find. And then we will finish up with the Jagged Lagoon today. Alright, here we are again. As per usual, we will take a look around, see if we can find a chest or two before we move on. Not seeing... Oh, there's a good one there. Okay, we'll have to face this new blood. 2 new bloods and a Thrall. Okay, Mel, use Fire Burst. Good, and the burn should kill it, yep. Alright, Damien, use Stalking. Lionel, attack the Thrall. And Mel, use Shock Burst on this one. Okay, didn't quite finish it, but that's alright, because Damien, you can now kill the Thrall and get some overkill damage stacked up, stored, stashed, whatever. Stable Cape, not really any better than what we already have. Ooh, okay, a targeting dagger and a grounded cloak. That looks pretty good. A little more dex, well, only slightly more damage. Quite a bit more accuracy. Now here's the thing though, it comes with knockback. But the Cruel Dagger comes with bonus crit damage, plus bonus crit chance. As nice as the stats are, it's only 1 more damage and 5 more dex. I don't think that's worth sacrificing the 5% crit chance and the bonus crit damage, so we're going to stick with what we've got. Copper Dust, sure, why not? Now we're just going to move on. Floor 2. There's the exit right there again. See, this is sort of where risk-reward comes into play. Oh! Okay, we're all level 14, and we've exceeded the level of this dungeon now, so we actually can just auto-kill our way through. Part of me doesn't want to. Part of me wants to actually turn that off so that we can see, you know, maybe we can face a couple elite enemies, maybe gain another level. We're not exactly struggling we're not exactly struggling in these battles at all. That buckler is better than what Damien's got, so we'll just do a straight transfer over. There we go. But on the other hand, you know, there comes a certain point where gaining additional levels actually isn't going to help us. Because essentially what it will do is it will in later dungeons that enemies can't. Oh, there's a... We don't have a golden key, do we? No. Okay. We're going to turn off autokill, because there's a slim chance that we could get one as a drop from enemies. But in later dungeons, when enemies scale to our level again, they will scale to our higher level if we keep gaining more levels. But our equipment, our gear, is not going to get any better. You know, the highest level equipment we're going to find right now is level 13, maybe level 14, if we're really lucky. But gaining levels at this point is actually not going to help us. So we may end up... yeah, we might just keep autokill on. Doesn't look like we're going to find a golden key on this floor, which means we are going to have to let that one go. That's a shame. Okay, then yeah, we're just going to turn autokill back on, otherwise we're going to be grinding up against enemies that aren't really worth it. We'll still search the floors for chests, because, you know, I so wish we had a golden key for that, but we don't. Yeah, we'll still search the floor for chests and items and things like that. You know, no reason not to. It's just free money at that point, and maybe we will find something better than what we currently have. But we're not gonna stress too much over it. It's just gonna be a... Yeah, we're just gonna kind of make our way through here. Okay, next floor. And yeah, we're getting through here nice and quick. Where are we? Floor 5 already. 3 chests, right? Side by side by side. Okay. I would prefer the cooldown over the bonus stats. As much as... Yeah, it's... Oh, those stats are a lot better. That health is significant, but I don't actually want bonus HP, or bonus XP. On the other hand, this could be really good. It's only 2 less evasion, but everything else, the resistance is insane, plus less crit. And Lionel is not somebody who needs bonus regen. He already gets regen. Let's check this one. Hatchet and Revival Fig. We'll definitely take the Fig. And what's this? Ooh, okay. That's not bad at all. In fact, that might be better than what Mel has. It's a little bit slower, 30 instead of 34, but it's more accurate. It's way higher damage. What is that, 23 more damage? Now, it doesn't come with bonus crit damage, but I don't think Mel has too much to worry about with that. Well, I guess she does have high voltage, which increases her crit chance with shock weapons, and with chaos she can make any weapon a shock weapon. So the crit damage could be useful. I mean, she can make this an elemental weapon. Let me think about that for a minute. I'm not sure if I want her to have higher damage or higher crit damage. The other thing to consider is that that sword does have a fire element, which, you know, doesn't really matter in the sense that Mel can make any weapon fire, but she can also make any weapon ice or shock, which means that it would be both fire and ice or shock. So, yeah. A severing mace. Now this, on the other hand, is not anywhere close to accurate enough. Only 77% accuracy, that's not good enough. Damien, eventually you're going to have to replace that armor, but not yet. Floor 7, a buckler. Again, straight improvement, I'll give that to Damien, and an apple, we are absolutely taking that. Good. Free gold. Nope. Okay, Okay, there's the exit. Just a quick check down here, see if there's any more chests. Nope. Iceberry, I don't think we need. Okay. Alright, let's just get out of here then. And this will be a quick first side mission. Makes it a lot easier when you don't have to deal with combat. But, frankly, combat would be tedious at this point if we're overleveled. Okay, let's just go for it. I didn't want to come back here. Let's just get this over with and see what we can find. Wait, look. There's someone up ahead. Excuse me. Are you alright? Why are you still here? Who are you? Why did you come here? Vampire. Here? New bloods should be turned away from here. When I'm here, the cravings stop. The Lord keeps the darkness at bay. Cravings? You mean blood? Are you... You're blood-starved. If you've been a new blood for more than a few days and you haven't fed yet, God, you must be on the verge of insanity. No matter how much the enemy wishes, I will not drink the blood of another. I will keep as much of my mind as possible, even if my body suffers for it. Gods, you must have incredible willpower, to have held out this long and to have held your faith. Wait, then are you... Do you know Daveport? Daveport? My love. You know of him. Is he alive? You're his wife. This isn't good. Daveport isn't going to want to hear this. He's alive. Thank God. I'm so glad he made it. Yes, he survived. He was worried about your fate, so he came to find you. He cannot see me like this. I've tried to end my own life, but this body simply heals itself. Please do not tell Daveport that I'm like this. Just tell him I died. And please, end my suffering. Please do not allow this to continue. I will give you my necklace, so please bring it to Daveport. Receive the necklace. Are you certain? If you've lasted this long, maybe there's hope. You could help us find a cure for vampirism. If my love saw me like this, he would only suffer. I do not wish that for him. I cannot force you, but please have mercy. Please just end this. Police emerged. I'm gonna escape this battle. I'm not gonna kill her. I cannot. Daveport has lost too much already. If there's a chance that you can be saved, I will not throw it away. Please, please don't leave me here like this. I don't want to, but we might still be able to save you. I cannot throw that chance away. What if you and Daveport could be together again? It's hopeless. If I stay here any longer, I'll go mad. The longer I go without blood, the harder it is to resist. It's only a matter of time until I hurt someone. What about my blood? If I were to donate, you could keep your cravings under control without losing yourself. You wouldn't have to hurt anyone. There's a bottle in the bags. Grab it, please. Well, you shouldn't do this. Let me do it instead. No, I'm taking responsibility for this. Grab the bottle. Alright. Here, you can drink this. It should help control the cravings. You're insane. You're all insane. New bloods typically only need to feed when they use their power. You mentioned you tried to end your life, but you kept regenerating. As long as you try not to hurt yourself, that amount of blood should keep you sane for about a month or so. I'll try to come back and give you some more at that point. You can still live and we can find a cure. You can be with Daveport again someday. I don't like this. But I will not waste your sacrifice. I will drink the blood and I will remain here. I truly hope that this is not wasted effort. You give me hope. For that alone, it's worth it. I'll be back for you, but for now, just stay safe. We'll head back to the keep. Of course. I wish you the best of luck. May God watch over you.
You're back. Did you find her?
We found her, Daveport. She's alive. You found her! Where is she? Did you bring her back? I'm sorry, Daveport. We couldn't bring her back here. Not in her condition. Your wife... she's become a vampire. She still had her mind. She hasn't hurt anyone, so I helped her as much as possible. One day we'll go back for her. You'll get to see her again, Daveport. I'll do everything in my power to make it so.
I do not know if I should thank you or kill you.
She wanted me to give you this.
It is a necklace.
We'll find a way to cure her, Daveport. Don't give up hope.
You've done what I asked and more. I suppose I should be thankful. Take this. I cannot keep it.
Awakening Sanctity. I need to ditch some armor for this. Daveport, this should stay with you. Why are you giving it to me?
It is enough for me to have seen it. Holding on to it is simply too painful. You've given me something much more valuable. The necklace is not important. Do what you want with it. Keep it, sell it, I don't care. It is yours now. And thank you. I will not forget what you've done for me. And for my wife.
Okay. So we have this Awakening Sanctity. Offers bonus cooldown till death do us part. I know what this does, but I don't necessarily want to say what it does. But I'm just trying to think who could make the best use of it. And I think it would be... probably Lionel. Yeah, I'm thinking Lionel. So it might be time we finally got rid of this Phantom. It's got 106 health, but no defense, whereas this offers way better stats in pretty much every regard, except for health. And yeah, Lionel, you're getting the Sanctity. And we will stash that Phantom. Okay. So, where are we at now? Mel has a skill point available. She's the only one that does. Let's just give her Rapid Fire. 2-turn cooldown for her... 2 turns less for the cooldown on her burst techniques. Let's chat with Jafar. He's got a golden key. We are buying that. I'm going to sell the Shock Root. I'm going to keep the Weak Bomb. We're going to stash some of our healers. We don't need that many. That should be fine. We are absolutely going to buy that golden key, though. We don't need it for the next dungeon, though, so we're going to store it. We're also going to store that Phantom. Yep. And yeah, I'm thinking about those clubs. I don't think I want to replace anybody's weapons right now. But we will check the shops. I mean, you never know if you find something better. Infectious Javelin? No. I want to keep Damien with his knife. What about you? We can get rid of all that. Reset the shop here. Okay. Bonus cooldown. That's nice. Yeah, I think, yeah, we don't really need anything from any of the shops. So I think we're good to go. So with that, I just realized that Emily has her teddy bear on the barrel behind her. I forgot that that gets put there when you find it. So that whole thing about Davenport's wife won't come up again in this playthrough. It doesn't, there's no more to that in the demo yet, but it will come up later on in the game. And there's it's a bit tragic, but also, yeah, I maybe don't want to say too much, actually. Oh, we may actually lose this next thing here, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to store all our gold. And we got about 5,000 stashed away now, that's good. Because if we lose this next challenge, we will lose all our gold. So, we're saved, we're good to go. And you know what, if we do lose, we'll probably just reload the save. But let's go to the Jagged Lagoon. And here we need to find Raphael, who's going to help us keep our inventory managed. Alright, here we are. Let's look around, see if we can find Raphael. Wait, it looks like someone's coming to meet us. Friend or foe? Raphael! It's me, Damien. Don't you recognize me? Damien? Son of a bitch, it's good to see you. You picked a hell of a good time to show up. What do you mean? Raph, what's going on? You look tense. We've had some trouble, Damien. Captain Van Hart's ship was spotted on the horizon. He's headed right for us. What? Raph, you need to get out of here. You can't take him on. Who's Captain Van Hart? I've never heard of him. The terror of the high seas. He's the most dangerous pirate ever to sail these waters. What makes him so dangerous? On his own, he's just another brute, but he's notorious for recruiting hot-headed youths and turning them into loyal crew members. His crew is large, and they're all fierce warriors. Raph, you've got to get away. Let them take what they want, but don't try to fight them. You've been away too long, Damien. You should know if we lose this beach, we lose everything. We have bounties in nearly every holding, and we don't have the means to rebuild. It's not worth your life, friend. You don't stand a chance against him. You know that. I can't run away. Not again. It cost me too much last time. If you're so concerned, then help us. I'm staying. You two should get away from here while you can. Don't be foolish, Damien. We're with you. Exactly. You're not staying here alone. Well, I guess that's that then. If we're gonna burn, we all burn together. What do you need from us, Raph? What the hell kind of group have you got yourself mixed up in now? Whatever. We can talk about it later. Come with me. We need to protect this dock. The pirates will likely dive into the sea and swim to shore as well, but we can handle them. Holding the beach gives us an advantage. But we can't face them on dry land. If they use this dock, it'll be a tough fight and we're spread too thin. If you can hold the dock long enough to drive them back, it might give us a chance. It's not much of a strategy. Just hold the dock and hope we can push them back. What if they just keep coming? Then you better hope you can take on an entire pirate crew. If we're lucky, we'll get a shot at Van Hart himself. Take him out and the rest of the crew should scatter. He's their backbone. So we just need to lure out the captain, yeah? Alright, we'll hold out until he shows up. That'll have to do. Get yourselves ready and they'll be docking any minute now. Come see me when you're set. Okay, well, I think we're as ready as we can be. We don't really need to prepare any further. Let's chat with everybody before we go, though. Don't get in the way. You here to help? I hope you're tougher than you look. If we lose these goods, we lose everything. We can't lose. Yeah, we're smugglers. What of it? We're all counting on you to help. Don't let us down. Okay. Well, I guess this is it. Once they dock, you won't get to rest. Are you set? Oh, hold on one sec. Well, hurry up. We don't have much time. No, yeah, okay, we're good. Good timing. Looks like they're about to make land. Get to the end of the dock and hold them off. I'll defend the beach. Here they come. Everyone ready? Let's hold them off as best we can. Alright, and this is why we gave Lionel mercy. I'll show you why first, and then we'll... I'll kind of highlight everything here. So these guys aren't too tough, but the next wave is going to be a lot harder. So normally when one dies, another will take its place right away. But with Lionel, if I use a weapon skill to finish off an enemy, they won't actually die, but they will be immobilized. And maybe you can see where I'm going with that. Okay, so that one there is in pretty low health. Good, that's 2. So let's use Drive. Okay, perfect. And I have now effectively immobilized these two enemies. They will no longer attack, their gauges won't fill. I can kill them with Damien and stack up some overkill damage, but instead, I'm actually just going to leave them. Oh, but one was seized and took some bonus damage from Mel, so that didn't quite work as planned. I can still use Drive, and I won't finish off that last one. There we go. Okay, good. And now we'll just focus on these two. And we should be able to push them back. And now we're not fighting 4 against 3. Now it's just 3 on 2. And I could probably use Drive to... Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to do that. I could probably use Drive to finish off another one, but I don't think we need to worry. We're probably actually just about done this wave. Kind of hoping Mel does not trigger a status ailment with this, but if she does, it's not a huge problem. Oh, no, we're good. Okay. Damien, yep, finish off that one. They're pulling back! We have to deter them for now. And this is where Mercy becomes really, really useful, because it prevents them from actually respawning, which makes it a lot more manageable of a fight. Maiko! No! They're out, Maiko. Damn. This isn't good. We're way outnumbered. Not Maiko. Guess we'll be needing my help next wave. Shit. Maiko was one of the best smugglers we had. I'm sorry, friend. Raph, I'm sorry, but we can't rest yet. We pushed them below decks, but they're just regrouping. Another wave is coming. I know. I can mourn his loss later. Come with me, I have something for you. There's some stuff in here you can use. Take whatever you want, treat your wounds, get ready. We're not out of the water yet. Come find me when you're done. I'm gonna actually switch to have Damien be the party leader for this. Okay, well, we got some items. Let's see. The bombs could really come in handy. Actually, we have enough inventory space for all of it, so we'll just take everything. Okay, I think we're good to go. Nobody needs healing? Nope, okay. That first wave was just their advance party. Looks like the Corsairs are next. Then we'll go down as easily. Ready to take them on? Get into position, everyone. Get ready. These guys look serious. Okay, so let's actually start with some of those bombs. Let's go with the firebomb. Okay, everyone's ignited. Ooh, okay, Mel is seized. Do I have a... I don't have a shock root. I'm gonna use the heal mushroom on her. I do not want her to be without her overdrives, and these guys are a little bit tougher. I'm gonna use stalking. Drive. 3 at once, okay. Let's see, shock burst. Okay, Damien used theft on this guy. Nice, good hit. That should have stored up a ton of overkill. Let's use drive, see if we can take out that guy. Nope, not quite. Yeah, and that doesn't help either. Okay, fire burst on this one. Damien. Attack this guy. Okay, it's alright, not as much as I wanted, but that's okay. I'm gonna, I think, save the overdrives for Mel and Lionel. There we go, we got one immobilized. I'll save them for the last wave. Let's see, get this guy here. Nice. Okay, Damien, attack this guy. And drive one more time. Not enough. It definitely doesn't help if he does that. Okay, Ice Burst on D before he has a chance to... There we go. I'm gonna try a throw to see if I can hit him without finishing him off. Yep, good, just enough. Drive. Great, and he's immobilized. Okay, let's use Flurry on you. Nice, good hit. Okay, yeah, ice and fire multi-hit is going to be really helpful. Nice, good hit, Damien. You know what? Use Aura. Mel. Shock Burst on this one. Okay. Damien, throw. Lionel, drive. And 3 immobilized. Now we just need to focus on one guy. We use Ice Burst. Good, Mel healed a little bit there. Oh, that's it. They're retreating. We've done it. Resistant Cloak, that could maybe be good for... I may have to sacrifice that regen pretty soon. But not yet. Not yet. God damn it! Olaf. Edward. They were good men. But Vanhart hasn't shown up yet. There's still more fighting to be done. I don't know if we can hold out. We're down to just a few men. No. There's no running away now. Follow me. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but take these. This is the best gear we've been able to find. Take it and use it to kill that son of a bitch. We'll be waiting for you at the dock. Viper Blade, Weakening Axe, Heal Mushroom, that's definitely good. Firebomb for sure. I wonder if that would be better for... If I give him Swordsman, it might actually be okay. But... I mean, that's the only person it would be good for. Honestly, none of it's really outstanding. No, I think we just gotta go for it. Let's talk to these two. God, this won't end well. Shit, shit, shit. We're not gonna survive this. Okay. Last wave. This is it. Whether we kill Vanhart or not, we won't be able to hold it any longer. You've gotta stay and fight until he shows up, then take him out. Are you ready? You've got this. Let's go, everyone. We've whittled their numbers down, but these guys are rested and uninjured. Don't take them lightly. Corsairs. Okay. This time, Lionel, shield. Mel... No, Mel, flurry. Save your bursts. Damien, attack. Lionel, attack. Mel, flurry. Damien, attack. Lionel, drive. Okay. So there's 2 that are weak enough that we could probably take them out pretty easily. Flurry, flurry, good. Throw. Dang, I wasn't trying to go for the crit there. There, okay, we immobilized at least 1. The other one, unfortunately, burned to death, but that's nothing we can do there. Okay, throw. Oh, good, good, good. Can we immobilize this one? Of course we missed. Oh! Okay, that could have been worse. Attack. Drive. Good, okay, we've immobilized 2. And now we just gotta kill enough of them for Vanhart to show up. I'll try to immobilize the last one, but I'm not. Pathetic weaklings. Get out of my way. I'll do this myself. Okay, here's Vanhart. I think we just try to hit him with as much as we can. Lionel attack. Mel. Shock burst. Nice. Attack Damien. Stalking. Mel. Ice burst. Use that on this one. Oh, that was stupid. Why did I do that? Oh no, it didn't finish him, so maybe that's not a terrible idea, actually. Lionel drive. Yeah, just keep hitting Damien. Mel, flurry on Vanhart. You got ice element and fire. Yeah, stack those up. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Damien, theft on this guy. No! Oh, I can't believe that missed! Okay, okay. In that case, drive. Okay, he's down to a hair of health, but he's not immobilized. Oh, shoot. Of course. Okay. Damien, take this guy out. 262, I was really hoping for more. Flurry, flurry, good. Okay, we've got 3 stacks of freeze on him. That's basically going to keep him fully immobilized. And now Damien, you've got some overkill. Spend it on Van Hart. Nice. Not as much as I was hoping, but it'll do. Mel, just keep stacking up those statuses. And Lionel, I would like you to immobilize this guy if you can, because he's going to be a pain otherwise. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. Mel being able to double stack those elements is really helping. And we've got all 3 immobilized, so now we can basically just focus on this guy. Mel, use a sweep. Nice. Good. Damien, might as well use stalking, see if you can charge up some more overkill. And Lionel, aura, just top yourself up a bit here. Flurry. This guy's almost done. You know what? 1, 2, and Damien, try to spend that overkill on Van Hart. 3, nice, done. Sharp Flamberge, now that I think is going to go to Lionel. It's a little slower, a little less accurate, but it's got more crit, it's got way higher damage, and if we give Lionel sword skills again, that'll be worth it. So that's going to go to Lionel eventually. You got him. And the rest of his crew, too. The cost was too high, though. I'm sorry. This shouldn't have ended this way. You're right. It shouldn't have. I told you we should have fled. Desmond. You got them killed. You've been playing things far too risky lately, and this is the result. You're not wrong. But what else could I have done? You know as well as I do that there's no future for us in any of the holdings. I'm done, Raphael. I'm not following you anymore. What? You don't deserve to be the leader. It was only a matter of time before this ring got out of control. Well, I'm not sticking around for it to get me killed as well. Everything you have is because of me. If not for me, you'd still be rotting away in that prison. That's right. And so would Edward, Olaf, and Maiko. They wouldn't be lying dead at your feet. I'll give you 1 hour. Take whatever you want from here and leave. I'll bury my friends and I'm taking what's left. You mean our friends? I know what I said. Pray that I never see you again. Hey, I don't blame you. Yeah, you told us to stay, but we all chose to follow you. You didn't force us. Look, I think Desmond is being a little harsh, but I kinda have to follow him. He's my older brother. Just go, Julian. Ruff. What do you want, Damien? Why did you come back? I came looking for you, Raph. I could use your help. Yeah? And what exactly am I supposed to help you with? Apparently all I'm good for is getting people killed. It's not true, Raph. You're one of the most skilled men I know. And there's few people I trust more. We've got a hell of a job on our hands and we're going to need to stash some goods along the way. Nobody is better at that than you. You sound serious. Did you really come all the way out here just for that? We need you, Raph. I need you. Besides, where else are you gonna go? Fuck you, man. You're really gonna pull the whole what other choice do you have card? I just lost 3 of my best friends and you're gonna guilt me into helping you? I guess I taught you well. What? Honestly, when I saw you walk up, I was relieved. I want out of here, man. Running this smuggling ring has been fun, but I haven't had a good night's sleep in years. So yeah, if you got a job for me, I'm all ears. Beats trying to make it on my own again. I'm sorry, Raph. And thank you. Don't get sappy. Let's get out of here. So you two are awfully quiet back on the beach. You're just here for show, or what? Damien said everything that needed to be said. I didn't think we had anything to add. You sure you want to join us? It's like Damien said, I don't really have anywhere else to go. No offense, but that doesn't exactly inspire confidence. If you find somewhere else to go, what's stopping you from leaving? We need someone we can rely on. I guess that's up to you. I won't be going anywhere as long as I have a reason to stay. So let's talk business. What do you need me for? Well, like Damien said, we're building our forces. We need someone who can help us manage our supplies, and we need to be able to carry as much as possible out in the field. You think you can do that for us? Maybe. Yeah, I think I can do that. But I don't work for free. Think you can pay my rates? I'll make sure you're paid. What's your asking price? Depends on how much you need. I'll tell you what, I'll keep things cheap to start, but as your needs grow, so will my price. Fair enough? Deal. We've got a storage room on the main floor of the keep. Feel free to set yourself up there when you're ready. Sounds good. Come see me when you're ready to give me money. Alright, looks like we've got a good crew. So now we need a plan. We need to get Brutus back. Where do we start? We need information. We need to find out where he's been taken. First things first. You've been holding out on us. You know more than what you've shared. Before we go any further, I want to know. Who are we fighting? All you've said is that your friend was taken by vampires. You haven't said more than that, but I can tell you no more. Apparently we're fighting a myth. We're fighting Dracula and his father. Dracula? Are you... Father... Whoa, hold on. Let's just calm down here. It sounds a bit unreal, I know. It's a bit hard to explain. Why don't you start with what we saw? Sure. I guess that's as good a place to start as any. Alright, so yes. We're fighting Dracula. We cleared this place out, and as we left the tower we saw him and his father facing off against Brutus. He didn't stand a chance and was taken down in moments. How do you know that what you saw was Dracula? As Mel said, he's nothing more than a myth. I'm not sure what I could say that would make you believe me. It's not easy to answer. I guess the first question is, where did vampires come from? Does anyone know? They are creations of the devil. Worshippers of the Dark Prince who sold their souls for power. Surprisingly, you're actually correct. Probably. There isn't any concrete answer to that question because nobody really knows, but considering vampires can command the forces of hell, it stands to reason. But even that isn't a full answer. To our knowledge, there are no pure vampires. That is, vampires that got their power directly from the devil or hell or whatever. All the vampires that we know of were humans that got turned by another vampire. So that begs the question, who was the first vampire? If every vampire came from another vampire, who was the first? Maybe the first got their power from the devil, but who was that person? And you think it was Dracula. All stories come from somewhere. Maybe the origin of those stories actually came from reality and just got twisted into mythology as time went on. Regardless, call him what you like. Dracula, Fred, whatever. His name is irrelevant. We're facing the founding vampires. That much is certain. It's about as good an explanation as I could have given. But you've left something out. There's a pretty big difference between a founder and a lord. When Brutus was taken, there were two vampires. Only one of them fought, and he seemed like the weaker one, but just barely. Just a glance was all it took to immobilize Brutus. When entities become powerful enough, they can subdue mortals through sheer force of will. Lords aren't powerful enough for that. It takes near god-level power to achieve that. And the other vampire seemed even stronger. Just his presence alone was enough to absorb the light around him, almost like a negative aura. The one who fought was likely Dracula. They refer to each other as father and son, so that would make the other one Vlad. I've come across vampire lords before, but thankfully I've never had to fight them. Still, I could tell they weren't anywhere close to as powerful as the two we saw that day. There's no question they were the founding vampires. I remember hearing stories in my early days from other people involved in the underworld. Criminal, not spiritual. Stories of entire towns being wiped off the map, stories of rivers of blood. From all the information I could find, the stories seemed to trace back to 1 or 2 people at most. I always thought of it as the most elaborate cover-up I'd ever seen. I never thought there was actually some truth behind them. Now I'm not so sure. Then the attack on Eleston was the doing of Dracula. Or at least it was on his orders. The vampire we killed at the cathedral confirmed that. So that's the story. It's a bit unbelievable, but I trust Lionel and Damien. If they say that thing was Dracula, I believe them. So now we need to get Brutus back from them. Does anyone have any ideas as to where to look for him? This is certainly not what I expected. But if it is information that you need, I may know where to go. You will want to speak to the former spymaster of the king. I do not know his name, but I know where he is. Damn, man, how'd you land such a connection? Even I'm out of the loop on that one. I've made many deliveries to the palace before. I have also fulfilled supply requisitions from the spymaster, and I know his signature. When the new king took the throne, the signature changed. I believe the spymaster left the service of the crown. However, I have also made deliveries to a tavern past the Shrouded Peaks. The signature on the shipping orders matches the one from the former spymaster. There is a narrow pass that gets much travel, as it is the only way to cross the mountains. The tavern rests in that pass. I am certain that much information is shared there. Seems like a dubious connection at best. How can you be certain it's the same How can you be sure it's the same person? I am certain. I guess it's worth checking out. We may not find the former spymaster there, but it definitely sounds like a place where information would be passed around. Well, more to the point, we don't really have any other options. We have no information at all, and not even a clue as to where to look. This gives us something, at least. Exactly. If nothing else, it's a place to start. Alright, then we're off to the Shrouded Peaks. Everyone gather your things together, and we'll leave as soon as we can. And with that, we have one more objective. Find the spymaster past the Shrouded Peaks. So far this has been a fairly short episode. Let's see, do we have any more... Oh, yeah, we got a guy here. Occasionally I'll see bats flying between the trees. You don't think they're actually... Just stay on your guard there, buddy. We'll see if... Yep, we got a few keep members now. You never know when one of those beasts will show up. Gotta stay alert. So yeah, we're not going to go to the Shrouded Peaks on this episode, but it's been a relatively short episode, all things considered, so we may do... I think there's a side mission available for us now, so we'll probably do that, and then we'll move on. Hey, want to play around a blackjack? No, I don't, but that is something we can do here now. We can gamble with this soldier to for a little bit of money to play blackjack. At least keep as a place to unwind. There was no rest at my old posting. Alright, we've actually got quite a crew. Hard to say how long any of us will live. Might as well enjoy what time we've got. Okay. Okay, first things first. I do want to give this Flamberge to Lionel, but I will want to respec into his sword skills for that. We don't need Mercy anymore, now that that one battle where the enemies constantly are respawning is very challenging without Mercy. It's doable, it's totally doable, but Mercy makes it a lot easier. But we don't have to worry about that now, so we'll probably spec out of Mercy again, we'll spec back into Lionel's sword skills, and we may even go straight down to either Angelicus or Rated and spec out of Restore temporarily. Maybe not. I mean, for that we would need Sidearm, which... Sidearm's great if you've got another weapon to switch to, but if you don't, then... Although, I mean, I guess we do have this spear, that's not a bad thing. Anyway, let's check the shops first. A hollow mace. That's pretty solid. No daggers available at all. That's a shame. The Frostbite Spear is too high a level for us to use right now, and we'll probably find something better before we get a chance to use that. Damien is starting to trail. as much as I love that dagger, we are probably going to need something better. Ivy armor. That's cool. So it's a green armor, and it just so happens to have thorns and weak status resistance on it as well. That's kind of cool. Oh, but it's level 15. We can't use it right now. We don't need this cloak though, and yeah, we don't need this Viper Blade, Weakening Axe, or Spear. Let's check what Jafar has for sale. Oh, hello! Okay. First off, no question I'm buying that golden key again. I always want to have at least one on hand. So, yeah. We actually can probably start selling some of these revival figs. We don't need 4 of them. 1 in reserve is good. We'll stash an orange as well. Yeah, that's a good reserve inventory for our items. We will sell 3 of these figs, or 2 of them, I guess. And the spectral pepper is tempting. Allows you to walk through walls on 1 floor. Basically what this does is that there's no collision detection. You eat the pepper and you can walk through anything. It also completely destroys every monster on that floor, so you can just basically explore the entire floor uninterrupted, open every single chest, grab every single item, and then just go straight for the exit, and it's as though that you get to skip that floor, but you also get all the loot on it as well. So spectral pepper is a really good item, but that's 1,000 gold, and I don't know if I want to buy that. I think it's an epic rarity item. Yeah, I think we're going to skip that for now. But let's, here, one more thing. We're going to take our gold. I'm actually going to give everybody a bit of a respec because we're kind of scattered across the board right now. Actually, well, for sure Lionel. Maybe Mel. Maybe Mel. Oh, we can get 2 points back. That's not really worth a respec, but Lionel for sure. So we're going to give him back his sword skills. And before I do anything else, I'm going to see here. Yeah, so just from doing that, the quick comparison is actually showing that it's about equal now. So that's really good. Yeah, we're going to give him that. And Mel... Yeah, take the spear again. Yeah, that Wildfire Greatsword has been great, but the spear is a better weapon. Okay, yeah. No, we'll stick with the Flamberge. We will sell that Greatsword. And now, see, the nice thing about that Sharp Flamberge is it has plus 5% crit chance. With Sharp and Lionel's base crit, that's now 20%. That's really good. We could actually just keep going down one tree. 3 plus 4 is 7. If we get one more level, we could spec as far as either Perception or Penetrating. But I think, no, we're still going to keep it split for now. There we go. And we have 5 skill points to spend. You know what? Cleansing. Aura removes burn, freeze, seize, and weak status from the target when aura is used. That will really help, because sometimes when Lionel gets hit with either burn or weak or anything like that, like, it can be crippling, but that is going to make things a lot smoother for us. And then we'll just give him healthy as well. Okay. We could do the same. Nah, I think we're good. Although, to be honest, you know what? Something we could look at doing. We could spec Damien out of his daggers. Because right now that dagger he's using is really trailing. We could give him something just really, really good. Like a really good mace or something. And then focus on other skills. No, we'll stick with what he's got for now. Yeah, we'll stick with what he's got for now. I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted. We don't have enough gold right now, but if we sold the weapon that Damien currently has, we would. Oh, it's So tempting. We're gonna do it. That dagger's been good to us, but it's only level 9. We're level 14 now. We need something better. So, Hollow Mace. That Hollow Mace gives us really good stats and knockback. And it's an epic rarity weapon. So, we're gonna respec. It only costs us 18 gold now because we spent almost everything. And respec Damien. And now we're going to focus on stalking, so savage, skinning, and overkill. And let's go with deadly. Scoring a critical hit will slightly fill this character's overdrive gauge. Scoring a critical hit grants increased evasion for 5 turns. I would like to get to killer. Killing an enemy grants increased critical hit damage for 15 turns. Well, if it was chance, that would be better, but that's, I think, his capstone. Right now he's only got 10% crit chance, which is okay. But, you know what? How about this? Remain concealed for 5 turns after stalking ends. That actually will increase the, effectiveness of stalking. Let's do that. What's the accuracy of that mace? 86%. That's okay, but we could give it +5. Yeah, let's do that. +5 accuracy with all weapons. And killing an enemy grants increased damage for 15 turns. There we go. That is, I think, a lot more effective a use of his skills. Yeah, so now his accuracy is 91%. He's got 10% crit chance, much higher damage. When he kills an enemy, he gets even more damage. When he uses stalking, he gets even more damage and restores health per hit and stores overkill, and it persists for 5 more turns. That's pretty good, I think. Mel, I'm not too worried about messing up her skills or changing anything there. No, she's pretty efficient right now, I would say. Okay, so I think that's all the gearing up we need to worry about now. Let's go and chat with Raphael. Hey Raph, how you feeling? Damien, I'm doing alright. Still trying to wrap my head around everything, you know? Yeah, I get you. Take it easy, alright, man? Vanessa's dead, by the way. What? Yeah. Sorry I didn't say anything before. Just bad timing, you know? And this is supposed to be good timing? What the hell, man? Sorry. If you know a better way of breaking the news to somebody, I'd love to hear it. Oh, I don't know. How about, hey man, we should talk. There's something important you should know. Maybe don't bludgeon someone with it out of the blue. Damn. How did it happen? She got in over her head. The deal went wrong and she tried to act tough. I guess she bit off more than she could chew. Damn. Anyway, I thought you should know, seeing as that's how she pretty much raised you. Hell, we probably wouldn't have ever met if not for her. Yeah, we'll have to share a drink sometime, toast to her memory. We'll do that. Not just to her either, to everyone we've lost. Yeah, maybe another time though. It's still fresh. Yeah, I get that. Just let me know, man. Real quick before we talk to him again and get the job from him, let's see what he can do for us. So increase capacity. You want me to increase your carrying capacity, eh? Yeah, I can help with that. I just hope you can pay my fees. I'll keep things cheap to start, but my rates will increase as your needs do. It's not as simple as just making a bigger backpack after all. I need to get creative, find new ways for you to carry more loot without getting overburdened. Anyway, I can either increase the amount you can carry or increase the amount you can store. You can also choose between more weapons, armor, or items. Take a look at what I've got on offer. So here, we can actually increase our backpack or storage capacity for either items, weapons, or armor. But every single time you do, the cost doubles. So, I think I actually do not want to increase the capacity yet, because there's something else I want to do, and that is appraise. You got some special loot, eh? No worries, I can help you out with that for a fee. Bring me any unique items you find, and I'll help you identify them. Certain rare or legendary loot we generate with a red flavor text. This loot is considered unique and has additional properties and effects not listed on the item card. By bringing these items to Raphael, you can get them appraised. This will identify any unique effects, as well as any permanent entry, add a permanent entry to the guide, accessed on the map with the W key, describing the properties of the item. So we can appraise anything we want for 50 gold, and what it will do is we'll appraise the prefix of the weapon to tell you what that prefix actually means and what it does, as well it will appraise anything with a red text. So let's appraise all our named items. So the Chastaful, the Saria, the Phantom, and the Sanctity. Nothing else has a red text. Nope. And we'll just stash these back again now that they're appraised. And now if you press W, you can open up the guide. This gives a guide on pretty much everything you need to know about the game, as well as loot. So the Chastaful is a spear. It's got a flavor text, lists the effect. Damage and dex is determined by the level of the wielder. And gives a little bit of trivia on that. The Saria reduces action skill cooldown by 2 turns at the time of activation. So it basically acts like a cooldown armor, but it's a weapon. It is the only weapon in the game that reduces cooldown. The Phantom always generates with an HP material, grants 3.5 times the HP status compared to accessories of similar quality, but generates with a massively reduced defense stat. And then the Sanctity increases the duration of all passive turn-based effects, such as action skills, kill skills, and status ailments by 5 turns at the time of application. So for example, if Lionel uses Aura, it will last 5 more turns, but if he gets burned, that will also last 5 more turns. Same thing for, let's say, Damien's camouflage ability. When he uses Stalking and that ends, but lasts for 5 extra turns, it will actually last 10 extra turns. But again, status ailments also apply to that. So if you're seized, burned, weakened, or frozen, those last 5 extra turns. And then for the prefixes, we got a few here. So Brisk gives Ice Element and Multi-Accessory. And we've got 1 out of 58 rare weapon prefixes. For the armor prefixes, let's see, Awakening offers bonus defense and cooldown. Philosophic adds bonus HP and bonus XP. So yeah, this is how you can actually identify the loot that you have and exactly what it does. So if you want to know, oh, what does disorienting, that prefix, mean? Well, I can see it gives weak status, but what else does it do? We can find out. So that is what Raphael gives us. We still have a little bit of time, and the job that Raphael's got for us should be pretty quick, so let's do that really quick, and then we will call it there. Hey, you got a minute? I got a job for you. Of course, man. What do you need? When we left the Jagged Lagoon, I was kind of in a hurry. I ended up forgetting something. I think it could come in handy. You think you could go and get it? Sure, that's no problem. What do you need me to do this? Why do you need me to do this? I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not exactly welcome there anymore. If Desmond and Julian are there, it could cause problems. But you've earned their respect by helping fend off the pirates. They don't blame you for what happened, just me. You'd have no problem dealing with them. Yeah, I see your point. Fair enough, what do you need me to get? It's a special sword. Probably one of the nicest things I've ever found, honestly. I swear that thing was a good luck charm. Ever since I found it, we had more loot coming our way than ever. Anyway, you'd probably make good use of it, and it's a waste to just leave it behind. Besides, Julian and Desmond didn't find it, I did. It's mine by right. Damn right. Finders keepers. Alright, Raph, I'll go find... I'm tripping over my tongue today, man. Finders keepers. Alright, Ralph, I'll go find the sword for you. Great. Let me know when you find it. And now we can go back to the Jagged Lagoon and find Raphael's lost treasure. So, let's go do that. This will not take long, and we honestly don't even really need to prepare for it. And now we can go to the Shrouded Peaks, but we're not going to do that today. We're just going to go back to the Jagged Lagoon. Looks like they're still set up here. Hopefully I can find that sword. You came back. What do you want? Hey guys, sorry to bother you. I'm looking for something we left behind. You guys seen a sword lying around here? You're not here for yourself. Raphael sent you, didn't he? Well, he can piss off. I'm not giving him anything. Let's hear him out, Des. He's earned that much, hasn't he? You helped us before, so you've earned some respect. But I'm not doing Raphael any more favors. I understand why you're pissed. So how about this? I won't give the sword to Raphael. I'll take it for myself. How does that sound? I suppose that would be fine, but I'm not going to just give it to you. I know what you're looking for, and it's not something I want to just give away. I guess that's fair. What do you want me to do? Cards. You play? If you want the sword, you'll have to beat me in a game of blackjack. Best of 7 wins. That sounds interesting. What are the stakes? What if you win? If I win, then all debts are cleared. If you hadn't been here, we all would have likely died. I don't like owing anyone a favor, so if you lose, then I don't owe you anything. Deal. I win, I get the sword. You win, and all debts are clear. Deal the cards. Let's play. Alright, so blackjack, standard rules. You want to get as close to 21 without going over. Dealer is automated, so they have a strict set of rules they abide by, and they have to stick with it. If they get over 17, they have to stand. It's casino rules, but I know that some casino rules are different based on which casino you go to. But this is basically the rules that I found online for like what is most standardized. We're at 13, I would like to hit. 15, let's go for it. 19, okay, we'll stand at that. Hit. Okay, dealer bust. I win this time. So he's won 0 and I've won 1. 12, hit. That's a bust. Okay. Next round. 20, standing at that. And he busts. Okay, so 2 to 1. Hit. Stand at 18. He busts. Awesome. Ooh, 17, but that is a soft 17. An ace can be a 1 or an 11. So if I hit... Yeah, hit. Hit. Oh, 15. No, hit. Stand at 18. And lovely. Okay, he hits 21. He's won 2 and I've won 3. I only need to win one more game. 13. Dang it. Okay, that's a draw. 3 and 3. One more. Soft 14. Hard 14. Shoot. Dang it. Okay, he wins. That's it then. You lost. Get out of here. And please, don't come back. Yeah, fair is fair. Take care, guys. Well, that's just lovely, but here's the thing. We can actually try this as often as we want. Basically, we can just try until we get it. So the idea with this is that I want to have, and we can just skip the dialogue this time, I want to have a certain number of dungeons that use the procedural generation that you can explore, like the Bloodstone Mine or Eleston or the Lyre Forest, where if you go back, you know, for a side mission, it's kind of like, okay, you have to either, shoot, you either have to, lovely, you either have to face a boss or do something that, you know, causes you to go through the dungeon again, and it provides its own kind of challenge. Oh, lovely. Okay, this is not good. I'm kind of just going to speed through this. Yeah, I already lost. You have to either go through the dungeon and, you know, face the enemies in there again, and maybe face some sort of a boss, sort of like we did in the Lyre Forest. Or it could just be a fetch quest like it was the Bloodstone Mine. But for places like this, there's going to be the occasional mission where the objective is to go to a place where it's more of like an arena-style battle, sort of like what we did at the Jagged Lagoon here, where we fought waves of enemies. And for that, because there is no dungeon for you to go through, because there's no, you know, maybe we could set it up where it's like a boss, but what I would like to do is for the side missions at these arenas, I would prefer to have more of like a puzzle. I'm actually going to stand at 20. It is a soft 20, but I'm going to stand at that. And paid off. But yeah, they're more like puzzles or mini games that we can do instead as a side mission that I think is going to be more interesting than just going to a place and fighting a boss. Oh, shoot. I'll hit one more. Nah! Stand. There we go. Hit. Stand. Dang it. Where are we at? No, he won the set. Okay. Alright, we're just going to keep trying. This is the first one of these kinds of missions, so it's fairly simple, fairly straightforward. There's not really a lot to it. Stakes aren't super high, but I may actually add stakes to the next ones. It could be something as simple as, like, you have to bring with you a certain amount of gold to actually even attempt it, and if you lose that gold. That's probably something I could have done here, but I didn't want the stakes to be too high for what is essentially a game of chance. There's skill to it, but it's mostly chance. Oh, lovely.
13. I will stand at the 20. Of course he gets 20 as well. Hit. Nope. This is not going well, but it can turn around at any second. So I'm going to stand at 20. That's good. Stand at 20 again. Of course he gets blackjack. Shoot. I'll stand at 17. There we go. He busts. 3 and 3. Next round wins. Don't do this to me, man. I have to hit. Dang it! Okay, I just want to clear this mission and then clear this job and then call it there. I don't want to go back to I don't want to go to the Shrouded Peaks on this episode, but I don't want to have to come back here on the next episode either, because the next episode will probably be the last one. Shrouded Peaks is the last content, and I'll probably want to do the main mission, and then, well, I could maybe do one more episode after, because there is some stuff that we unlock after that that could be fun to check out, so we'll probably do 2 more episodes after this. For crying out loud. Stand at 20, that's a bust. Stand at 20, that's a tie. You suck. I'm gonna risk it. Of course. Stand at 20. There we go. Dang it! There we go. Good. He's got an ace. That's not... Oh, I'm tempted to just pause the recording and let you know when it's done. But I also don't want to cut anything, even though I don't really have anything else to show you with this. This is... It normally doesn't take this long to win this. Usually, if you play even remotely skillfully, it's easier to do. And I'm not very good at blackjack, but I'm not really good at calculating the odds in my head and all that stuff. It's usually just like if I'm at around 17, I'll stand. Rarely will I stand below that. Usually I'll hit. That's kind of just my philosophy. Like 18, I'll stand there. Of course he wins anyway. I'll still stand at 18. And there we go, he busts. 17, stand. Yeah, of course he wins. Oh, stop. Really? I hate 16, because, yeah, chances are you lose. Stand at 18. Oh, no, no, no. Dang it. This is painful. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to pause the recording, because this could take a while, and I don't want you to just sit here and watch me lose at blackjack over and over and over. So I'm going to pause the recording and let you know when I've won. Oh, finally. Spoiler alert, that took a lot longer than I thought it would. Good game. You win the set. I suppose a deal is a deal. The sword is yours. Received the sword. Appreciate it. You played well. I don't hope you take this the wrong way, but I hope I never see you again. Yeah, I guess that's for the best. Take care, guys. You're back. Did you get it? Got it, Raph. Here. You got it. Awesome. I don't know why you're giving it to me, though. I already told you I wanted you to have it. Take it. Rippled Royal. That actually is better than what Lionel has, arguably, but also arguably not. Less crit chance for more crit damage, a little more accuracy in dex for 1 less damage. You know what? It's got another effect, though, that does make it useful. Thanks, Raph. I'll make sure to use it well. I'm sure you will. Now go on, get out of here. You got better things to do. So, yeah, it's not going to be better for really anyone else. It's really just going to be good for Lionel. It's really just, do we want more crit chance or more crit damage? And I think actually crit chance or crit damage might be better for the simple reason that we already get bonus crit chance with Sharp. So stacking that with crit damage would be helpful. But we are going to appraise this.
And... weird, it wasn't showing the green box before, but it is now. Anyway, I think we are actually going to use it. Yeah, that flamberge isn't good for anybody. At least we didn't buy the flamberge, so it wasn't a waste. We found that in the chest. What does Royal do? Sets enemy loot drop rate to 50%. So basically, when a party member has the Royal equipped, winning a battle will cause that party member... winning a battle while that party member is alive will cause enemies to drop loot 50% of the time, regardless of their normal drop rate. That means that if you fight an enemy, let's say you fight a group of 3 enemies, every single one of those enemies will have a 50% chance of dropping an item. And it's actually a 50% chance of dropping each of their 2 items that they can potentially drop. A burning mace. I mean, that's really good, but it's also above our level. Let's check what... okay, I'm not really too worried about any of that. Let's one last time check Jafar, because he can also have some good stuff. Vampire Dust. Fully revives a fallen ally. Not bad. And another golden key. You know what? Always buy the golden key. I always want to make sure I have golden keys on hand. So if I've got at least one and a couple stashed, that's good. And I think we're going to call it there. We have cleared quite a bit, so I think this is a good place to end it. So next time on Thrall, we are going to go find the Spymaster past the Shrouded Peaks. We may do a side mission, we may not. We may save that for the next episode. There's probably going to be 2 more episodes after this. I'm thinking we're going to do the Shrouded Peaks, and then we'll explore what content becomes accessible to us after doing so. So, until then, I will see you next time.